So I want to set up a user form in Excel. Go to Developer tab, Visual Basic. We insert a user form, bring the toolbox across, reshape the box to give it bigger dimensions, put in 6 labels, label 1, just drag across and release to the left, and we do that again and again, and label 6, and each of these labels correspond to the Black Scholes parameter inputs. So KS for the underlying value, K for the exercise, lowercase k, R for the risk-free rate, Q to denote dividend yield, a percentage amount each year, label 5 we'll call T, and label 6 sigma, which is the volatility of the return on the underlying. And corresponding to those 6 labels are 6 text boxes, and we just drag across and drag, keeping the left side of the mouse down and then releasing when we put the text box in place. And each of these text boxes we will give a name corresponding to the parameter inputs. K, R, Q, T for the maturity in the contract, and sigma being the volatility. And we need one additional text box for our output, and maybe make this slightly bigger. We need 2 command buttons, one for quit, one to execute Black Scholes calculation. We re-edit the caption. Okay, quit, and double click, and we'll write in unload Userform, Userform 1. And we go back into the Userform, and for command button 2 we'll say Black Scholes BS call, and we'll double click, and we take previously written code and copy and paste, and D1, D2, ND1, ND2, and the usual Black Scholes formulations put in place. Go back into the spreadsheet, the user form. The last text box has to be given a name, and we'll say the call for Black Scholes, so CBS. Go into the worksheet, we put a function button in or a command button, we'll record a new macro. The macro will say userform 1.show and return. Back into the user form and back into the spreadsheet, and we will re-edit the button and we'll call it BS call. When we click on the button, the variables come up, so we put in 90 for the underlying, 100, risk-free rate 5%, dividend yield 0, time period 1 year, sigma 0.2, and we calculate Black Scholes, which is correct.